Hello, 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 and welcome to another Bad Seed Bryden episode. We are approaching the middle of July. I've been retired for 2 weeks. I don't know whether to say officially or unofficially, but I'm retired. I've had a productive couple of weeks, been catching up with a few friends that you don't get the opportunity to catch up with because of the 9 to 5. So that's been really nice. I've been involved in my own version of Storage Wars, arranging storage for the contents of the house once I vacate. I've been packing like a mad thing. I think I've got through 8 rolls of duct tape or gaffer tape, masking tape, whatever you call it in your part of the world. I've been doing that because there is a suggestion that 11th of August will be the completion date, the date I have to move out of the property. I'm just waiting for confirmation of that from my solicitor, but I think that's imminent. I think I'm going to get that next week, and then everything will ramp up slightly. It's another milestone achieved. Lots of packing, lots of planning for a trip to France. I've got a French bank account now. I need to get a French SIM card for the phone, and I think I'm going to buy a car in France. The insurance on my car runs out on the 3rd of September. So if I go to France, I should be able to secure accommodation and complete a car purchase and insure it within those 2 weeks. And then I've got to return my car to the UK. Don't know what's going to happen to it. I'm either going to give it to my son or I'm going to sell it. But that's something else I need to consider. There's loads to consider at the moment, as you can imagine. I've got an Excel sheet with about 28 items on my to-do list, which is keeping me busy, which is good though. I've made the decision to rent a place in France rather than go down the camping homeless route. But the good thing about that is, in order to secure an inactive visa, you need 4 things. You need a minimum of a 3-month rental accommodation contract, or evidence that you own a property, medical insurance, proof of funds, and a letter you write to the government, French government, to say, I promise not to engage in work whilst I reside in France. And then once I submit all those, I go for interview and hopefully granted a year visa. The first of 5, and then you can apply for French citizenship, which I intend to do. I'd like to open that door for my children, as now post-Brexit we're not considered Europeans any longer. So I don't have one property review this week, but I have 6 possibilities, that properties that if by the time I'm ready I intend to go and view. And of course we're talking mid-August, so there's a chance they might not be available by then. I'll put the link to the properties in the description, and you can just follow those if you want to take a deeper look at them. I don't know whether any of them are my next home, but they're properties that are maybes. So as I say, all links to the properties in the video description. This is the first property. I found it on frenchproperty.com website. It's a 7-bedroom, 2-bathroom detached property, 165 square meters footprint, and just shy of a hectare, 9,000 square meters land. It's in Les Guilaines, which is in La Manche. It's about 30 minutes to the beach. I'll be honest, I hate this type of roof. However, this property is advertised at €112,000. Property number 2 was on the first for frenchproperty.com website. This is a detached property with 5 beds, 1 bathroom, built in 1900. I would say it's been 75% renovated. It's in Normandy, which is in the Mayenne area, Pays de la Loire. It comes with 1.7 hectares of land and is advertised as having an asking price of €163,240. Property number 3, also on the First for French Property website, 3-bedroomed detached property, 1 bathroom. It's in Gorges, which is part of La Manche, Lower Normandy. The property is in a good state of repair with nice gardens, 8,000 square meters of land, and is advertised at €159,000. Property number 4, and I think at the moment my favourite. I found this on the Clay France website, CLE France website. This property is currently a 2-bedroom, 1 bathroom detached property. It comes with its own barn, which you can see to the right. It also is described as having an additional second house, but that second house is of 20 square meters. The footprint of the property itself is 145 square meters, good size. It sits on a parcel of land of over 5 hectares. It's in a place called Luce, which is in the Orne region of Lower Normandy, and is advertised with an asking price of €161,500. Property number 5 is in a place called Neu de Sienne, which is in Calvados, Lower Normandy. The house has a footprint of 105 square meters. It's a small plot of land. It's only about 3/4 of a hectare. It's a 3-bedroom detached property. Comes with its own workshop, a pond, its own orchard and meadow, and is advertised at €169,000. This is property number 6. It's in a place called Vassy, which is in Calvados, Lower Normandy. 130 square meters footprint, 1.7 hectares of land. It's another one with one of those rubbish corrugated roofs. But underneath that there is a 4-bed detached property. Comes with a double garage, its own barn, a well. Property has just the 1 bathroom. Advertised at €129,000. Property number 7 I found on the Leggett website. It's in a place called La Chambre in the Mayenne region, Pays de la Loire. That is a 127 square meter footprint. Again, a small parcel of land, 0.8 of a hectare. It's just to the east of a really nice town, Fougères, and the property has 3 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, is about 35 miles to Le Mont de Saint-Michel, nice part of the world, and asking price for this, $145,000. Obviously comes with a barn, you can see a joint next to it. And then the last property I've been considering, brought to market by an immobilier called Breton Jeunot. This property is in a place called Saint-Mars-sur-la-Futaie in Mayenne, Pays de la Loire. It's got a footprint of 119 square meters, sits on a parcel of land 1.1 hectare, 6 rooms, 3 bedrooms, comes with outbuildings and sheds, and the asking price on this one is €134,800. Okay, well, I don't know if you have any thoughts on any of those. As I say, I don't know if one of those is going to be where I rock up. I don't know if any of them will be available by the time I'm ready to view them. It's weird, you know, the property, keep harking back to the Le Rebay property. That just came out of nowhere, and I went to view it with no expectations, blown away. So who knows? One of these properties could do that to me too. But the other side of the same coin is, you know, you go and view a property, you say, do you know what? It's not for me. And the agent says, okay, I've another one I'd like to show you. Or you're driving to view a property and you see a for sale board. Who knows? We shall see. Time will tell. By the light. Right. Oh, and I forgot the biggest bonus this week. One of the questions that has been on my mind is what to do with our cat over the next few months. I can't be to and froing it from the UK to France. It's not fair on the cat. But the person who's buying my house has very kindly said, I'll look after your cat until you're settled in a place in France. They've sort of said they're prepared to look after it until 2026, if need be, which is very, very kind of them. I'm going to still take care of vet bills and food, etc. But it just means the cat has the least disruption possible, which is a great thing. Thanks for watching. Feel free to like and subscribe. We are getting there. Things are moving. Thanks for watching. Have a great week. I'll catch you next time.